So there's one principle, if we understand and if we can implement it in our lives, can actually release us from the ties that bind, or it can release us from karma that we create for ourselves that creates consequences. And if we can learn to do all our actions with this understanding and with this awareness, it can release you from all future karmas. And that is the ability to do things, to perform our actions without any either expectations of a consequence or getting attached to the consequence. Which means, in simple words, that as we keep doing things, however profound and good, or on the contrary, things that didn't turn out to be the way you wanted them to be, there is neither a feeling of disappointment because you couldn't do it like that, nor there is a feeling of elation or sense of achievement because you did it right. And once you've done it, either which ways, you do not ever go back and revisit it. It's like the river is not the same when it flows from a certain point. It is always flowing forward. Life is always flowing forward. It doesn't go back and say, let me go back to the last turn and see, how it was. Maybe I didn't take the turn well. Let me go back and practice it again. No, it's gone. So you're performing your action to the best of your ability. With that awareness you're doing it, but you are not doing it for a particular result, nor are you getting caught up in the result. And you don't even, you just go past it and you keep moving. Life is a flow. So what's been done is done. Whatever has happened in the past, whatever you've done even 2 minutes back is gone. There is no attachment to it whatsoever in any way at all. So like the river, when it flows, it has no attachment to the rocks it flows over, or the sand that it is carrying, or that piece of wood that's floating on it. The river knows that they will settle whenever. It just keeps going. It's just not, and it's not even attached to the scenery or the view or the birds or the fish or whatever. It just does what it has to do. And which means, in the terms of our human behavior, that there is no mind attached to whatever we are doing. We are not aware of any of element of doership, or even the association with the body-mind duo. We just so much into that moment, and in that moment when the awareness can come so focused that all that matters is a manifestation of your beingness, which means complete absence of the mind and mind's calculations and mind's comparisons. And therefore a guy like me never has to remember anything, because I don't do anything from my mind. In that moment, I allow everything to come to me effortlessly because of the complete absence of the mind. No memory is required, therefore, to remember anything. There is no memory required to recall anything. There is nothing that I need from the storage capacity called the mind. What's done is done. What's gone is gone. What's happening is all that matters. And in that moment, since the awareness is high, you are putting in your best. You are putting in what is best. Best is when you do something with full awareness. What comes out is the best. you're fully engaged in it, and when it is done, you're completely disengaged from it. That's it. Never go back, never revise, never revisit. So I don't know if that makes sense to you, but if you can, and if you can, as I keep saying, don't hear it from the mind, hear it from your heart, it'll go in, and if that becomes a way of life, that's it. All past karmas done, all new karmas not attached. This is the central essence of Bhagavad Gita, what Krishna said to Arjuna. This is the message to humanity at this point of time, that learn how to perform your actions without creating any attachments, consequences. And if you do that, you break the cycle of karma.